Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And on today's video we got a uni experience, okay? You got a fella that you want, need some old school love. Wish you had a switch that you could hit, let him know what you got a fella. I just thought this would be the perfect time to record my uni experience in general, and also my uni in particular. I know someone had actually DM'd me about doing this video, especially in accordance to Hertfordshire, so I'm just going to be doing my experience as a whole and then my experience being at the University of Hertfordshire. Make sure you're liking, you're commenting, and you're most importantly subscribing, because we are still on the way to 1,000 subscribers. So every subscribe really does help, guys. Please. I'm going to start off with Hertfordshire because I think that's quite easy and it's specific, so it wouldn't take too long. But I'm going to start off with uni accommodation in Hertfordshire. If you are planning to go to Hertfordshire University and you're looking to stay on campus, they have two campuses. One is called College Lane, one is called De Havilland campus. De Hav, that's what everyone calls it. I stayed in De Hav campus because it was much cheaper, and to be honest, that's where all the people of my specific colour stayed. A majority of people stayed in De Hav. It all depends on you. College Lane is more of the bougie accommodation because it just looks better. De Hav is just De Hav, but you have two types of accommodation, so you can either plan to stay on College Lane or De Hav. You buy the shuttle bus, so the shuttle bus runs from De Hav to College Lane. It's a bus that is owned by the uni. It's free for uni students, so you can use it to go forth from De Hav and College Lane. If you take the shuttle bus, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes, but if you walk, about 15 minutes to get to College Lane and De Hav. So they're not too far off each other, but that's just the distance. It's not too far. Obviously it makes sense. Your lectures are on De Hav, then it makes sense to stay on De Hav. If your lectures are at College Lane, it makes sense to stay at College Lane, because the the law building was on De Hav. That's why, another reason why I decided to stay on De Hav. So they have fusion students as well. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot this one. So the ones on De Hav and College Lane are owned by the University of Hertfordshire. They are actually on the campus. Then you have fusion students, which is called Luna, I believe, which is right next to De Hav. It's like 2 minute walk. It's literally right next to De Hav, and they built that, but that is not owned by the university, but that is also a good alternative. I was thinking of that the first year, but it's just much more expensive. But if you want to spend your student finance or your parent, then I'll suggest it. But De Hav and the one on College Lane are actually owned by the University of thingy. That's it for accommodation. You don't have much options the way you would if you used to go to like Leicester or Coventry, where there's like a lot of options. That's what you have. So in reference to nightlife, so this would be like going out, you know, freshers, clubs, this, that. It's a bit different to if you was to go to the Midlands, I'm not gonna lie, because in the Midlands, obviously there's always events happening in the Midlands, like, and if you're in the Midlands, it's very easy for you to move around to like Leicester, then move down to Cov, and then move here. But Hertfordshire is literally at the bottom, the Midlands is right there. So with Hertfordshire, the only nightlife we have is called the Forum, which is also owned by the University of Hertfordshire. That is on College Lane. The Forum is like a big building where basically all the motives happens. So we actually do have quite a number of motives. Most of them are DJ'd by my boyfriend, so it's lit. Okay, it's lit. So we have Big Wednesday. I think it's called Big Wednesday. We have Big Wednesday, which is every Wednesday, which my boyfriend DJs. So DJ Kwamz, original, and DJ Sooks. So that's like an urban jamming, but that one is quite a mix. And then we also have Take Time, which is run by one of my friends, Chad. If you're watching this, Chad, hi. Take Time is lit. Take Time, okay, because I'm on YouTube, I have to say this really sensibly. Take Time is for African, Caribbean, multi, je ne sais quoi type, you know. Take Time is for, you know, it's lit, it's lit, it's urban, that's the word, it's urban. It happens a couple times throughout the uni year. It's lit. If you're going to Hertfordshire, you need to go. You will go, because Take Time is that kind of motive. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does happen, it's lit. So shout out to Chad. As for like freshers, I would suggest going to freshers, because freshers was actually fun. Hertfordshire freshers is not the same as if you used to have freshers in the Midlands, but I also went to freshers in the Midlands, some of the motives, because my boyfriend was DJing at some of them in the Midlands, so I went Leicester here or there, but it was lit. But Hertfordshire is also a good time for you to make friends, because like freshers is like the beginning, like freshers is the start of the year, so that's when everyone's kind of in the same boat as you, so everyone's looking to mingle, everyone's looking to make friends. Oh yeah, another thing is for like motives in Hertfordshire, like throughout the year there's like different event organizers who make events which would be in Watford, so you will find yourself going to Watford if you are looking for a motive. And you link up with other unis, so there's times where we will link up with Bedfordshire University, only because Luton is so close to Hatfield, so you will be linking up, and the motives are lit because they are, you understand what I'm saying. Next thing with Hertfordshire would be Hatfield as a whole. So University of Hertfordshire is in Hatfield. There's not much to do in Hatfield, so if you are looking to do stuff, you can easily go to other places, so like Watford, or you can go to London, because London is so close to Hatfield. If you drive, it's very easy to commute like up and down to London. Have like a shopping centre. I wouldn't really call it a shopping centre, it's like a outlet centre. It's called the Galleria. It has like shops in there. That's just Hertfordshire on the whole. I think I kind of gathered it up. If you do have any questions regarding that, you can private message me and I'll tell you, because I don't know if I missed anything. University experience as a whole in general is interesting. Let me start off with like friendships and stuff. With Hertfordshire, I went going to Hertfordshire knowing like some people already, and also I went with one of my good friends, Lavinia. We both went to Hertfordshire together, so like I'm a very closed off person anyway. Come across as standoffish, but that's not how I'm trying to be. But I did like meet new people, and I did make new friends, because next year or this year I'm moving in with oh yeah, I'll get into that later. But yeah, I did make new friends, and I like my experience with like everyone in Hertfordshire. I like everybody. If you go to Hertfordshire, what I've noticed is everyone kind of knows everyone, because Hertfordshire is so tiny. Well, the uni in Hatfield is so like tiny. Everyone is so like tight knit, and everyone knows of each other. Well, the people of everyone kind of knows of each other, so it's lit. It's cute. I like it. point would be student finance. So obviously you apply for student finance when you're in college, sixth form, whatever. You'll have people to help you do that, and the amount you get depends on your household income, your circumstances, and this and that. So that one I don't really need to touch upon. So it depends on how much you're going to get. Everyone gets different amounts. So when you get your student finance, this will kind of tie into my next point. Please manage your student finance. Please manage your student finance effectively, especially if you're going to be living on campus. Majority of your student finance is going to be gone paying off your rent for your accommodation. So the leftover money you have will be for yourself. Now this may be difficult if you are not working, and it may be easier if you are working. So if you are not working, you need to get into the habit of stretching out your student finance, so you're good for that 3 months until you get your next student finance. Obviously it's easier if you have help from your parents. I had help from my parents, and also I'll get into other things that helped me as well. You need to learn how to budget effectively when you go shopping, buying necessities, not buying things that you don't need. Don't be an idiot. And okay, actually this one is up to you, but don't be spending your student finance on things that you don't need, knowing that you're going to struggle to make ends meet. For example, don't be that person who's wearing a goose. Okay, I know for some people you may be going into uni. When you get your student finance, let's say you get like 3 bags in your account, you're thinking, what? I've never had this type of money before. You're eating Indomie for the next 3 months. Don't be that guy. It's not that deep. Especially, actually, do you know what? Be that guy. If you want to be that guy, that's on your own, innit? But when you're hungry, please, you shouldn't be asking people, please make me some food. Thank you. That kind of goes on to the next point of having a job if you're not able to balance your student finance. Having a job, it is different for every student, because every student has different circumstances. For example, if you're doing nursing or midwifery and stuff like that, it's probably going to be very difficult for you, impossible. You can't get a job because you're going to be doing placement, or even like people who do placement, sorry, not even just nursing, because I have one of my friends who does placement and he can't get a job because he has placement and he doesn't have time to get a job. So in those circumstances, you will need to stretch out your student finance. You cannot be spending erratically because, do you know what I mean? But if you're a student like me and you have more time and you have more free time when you're not at uni, if you want, I would suggest getting a job. I got a job, but the way I got a job, it was very different. Before uni, I had a job for about 2 years. I was working at Free, so I had consistent income. I knew how it felt like to have consistent income, but obviously when it was time for me to go uni, I had to quit because I just didn't know if I would be able to balance going from London to Hatfield, and also balancing uni. Regretted it. Wish I didn't quit, but obviously I quit. And I also quit because I wanted to kind of experience freshers, the uni life, and I don't feel like I would have experienced freshers the way I wanted to if I was working, because I'll probably have a motive and then the next day I have to go to work. So I just quit in it. So I stopped working for about 6 months. In those 6 months I lived my life, but then afterwards, obviously student finance was not cutting it for me. I didn't get maximum amount of student finance, and there was only so much of me asking my parents for money that I could take, and there's also other things that I wanted to buy, and I just couldn't spend erratically as I used to when I was working. So I got a job in St Albans, which is very close to uni. That's what I did. I would suggest doing that if you need money. So what I would suggest, if you are looking for a job, if you was working before in your hometown, so for example me in London, if you're able to get a transfer over to the city where you're working at, I would suggest doing that before actively looking for another job. If your job has the option of transferring, that's what I would suggest. If you don't have the option, I would suggest going on Indeed. That's where I find all my jobs. Go on Indeed and you can find like a number of jobs, and yeah, that's what I did. The third point is this is just in a whole, how am I gonna say this? Don't be fooled. Don't be stupid. Don't make stupid decisions, because when you go to uni, I feel like you're at your most vulnerable and you're looking for quick ways to make money when you're at uni. Don't be that person to be gullible and listen to what people are saying or what people are offering. A lot of people are gonna try offer you to do jobs or to give a square or to double your uni loan. Don't be that person, because when you are now giving your uni loan so they can double it, and then you're left with nothing, then you'll be looking at yourself, you'll be looking at your bank card, you'll be looking at the empty cupboard with no food, and you'll be thinking, wow, I'm a fool. Yeah, I think that's me done. Again, if you have any questions that I have not answered, you can happily just private message me, or you can comment it down below and I will happily let you know. That's this video. I hope you had an insight if you're planning to go to Hertfordshire, or just an insight in general. Make sure you are liking, you are commenting, and you are subscribing, because we are still on the way to 1,000 subscribers. And if that is all, I will see you guys on the next one.